All right, Kenman here, and this beautiful package here was sent to me from a little pass-around group that I got myself into. I am excited to look at this one. Let's just get right to it and check it out. What do we think is in here today? I gotta be careful not to cut through anything. Get in here and find out. All right. It's always fun to check out something you haven't seen before. Not quite sure exactly what you're getting into. What do we got here? All right, we have box LXV Latama Victoriam. I have one. And so here we have another. Let me look at the note real quick. Hold on. So this is a new knife to be released from the Latama Victoriam company that one of my subscriber members has that wanted me to get in on it. So he sent it to me to check it out before I pass it on to the next person. But it's cool. I'm excited to check this out. They are an interesting company. Let's check out this awesome looking box. We got the LXV with the logo. Like I said, it's Latama Victoriam. Very cool looking, almost pelican-like case. Nice clasps and a seal. And there is the knife. We will set that box over to the side. And I know Latama has been working on this knife for a while, they said, and it is just about to release. If you look on the website right now, it is not there yet, but it will be soon. This has been outside. It's a little cold. Wow, check this out. Mini bag, gently placed on the floor so I can reuse it again. Wow. Okay, so warm it up real quick. I live in Minnesota. Just got this in the mail, got home, brought it in. So it's a little bit chilly, although it's been fairly warm lately. Get to the knife, Kenman. So this is the new Virtu by Latama Victoriam. Boosh. Check this out in all its glory. What a great looking design. The Virtu, maybe Virtu, V-I-R-T-U by LV, Latama Victoriam. Okay, so it is a button flipper tab only. Ooh, that action feels nice. So what kind of button lock we got here? Just a standard kind of plunge button lock. You can see it drop in there. Let the blade swing shut, swing it open, swing it closed. Feels very smooth so far. What an interesting design. I really like the style of this. A lot going on with the facets and the lines for the kind of faux bolster. The way the button kind of has a bump on the other side that's milled into the titanium. This is a titanium frame. And then the blade is M390 and a hardness of 60 to 62 HRC with a cool looking kind of modified sheep's foot with some sweet looking speed holes. We got some jimps and then some Kenman double jimps up on the end of the blade there. Ooh, I can feel that doing some good work. No real choke up. I mean, I guess you can kind of choke up in that smaller choke up spot. Get technical, little tight little lines. I don't feel like it's going to bite me at all right there, although it is small. Generally like a larger choil, but in this case, it's not a huge knife. It feels a little bit smaller. Wow, blade works, or the button action is very smooth so far. Can I get in there to flick it out? You can. I kind of aimed low. I wonder if I can aim a little higher. It's kind of hard to get in there. I don't know if it's necessarily designed for that, but you get down a little bit lower in that groove and you can flick it out. Although the detent, it is a button, so it's a different kind of detent. It still has a nice pull in right there. It doesn't just flop out, and because it's so tight, you can't really get in there to torque it too much, but give it that little wrist, and you can flick it out if you want to. Otherwise, that flipper tab. Oh yeah, this is smooth. Really good work here by LV. God, this feels great. Sorry, it's kind of looking sweaty. It's still kind of cold, so as I touch it, it's kind of, the knife is perspirating. It's warming back up. What do we think, though, of the design, the style of this? I like that gray kind of titanium. Good looking blade. That M390 kind of has like a stone washed finish to it. Great shape, good feel. Those jimps feel really nice. They're kind of smaller, more subtle jimps, but they do feel good. I feel like I can get in there and do a nice draw cut really well. Clip can be swapped to the other side, which is nice for the lefties. You got the little tab you can pull out, swap that around. It's a clip with a little ball on the end of it. Interesting looking design. Everything around here, there's just a lot to look at, a lot to soak in with the style of this. What's everyone think? Enjoy these fun unboxings? If so, hit that like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. There we've got some branding. So very subtle on the branding. I can appreciate that. They put it on the side. So you got your Latama Victoriam right there. Clean look. And this doesn't really stick out. So it makes the whole design just... You're soaking in the design and not instantly drawn to like writing on it somewhere. I can really appreciate that. I like this kind of scoop right in here. Makes it a little thinner, kind of gives it more of a roundness. It is contoured, so you can see right in this area, it's got a very nice contour on those edges. It's got a very excellent feel. Oh yeah, I am on board. Thanks for sending me out to check out for a few days. Might have to maybe consider picking one of these up when they are available. Wow. Just feels nice. And it ticks the boxes for me. The design is just exquisite. So blade is centered very well. Look at that. You can see that all the way in there. Yeah, that doesn't get too close. I haven't had any real worries about it swinging into the meat of my hand. So yeah, that blade is centered in there well. Solid, no play at all. Button is good. You have to give it a good push. I feel like if did some spine wax, which I don't really do, this feels solid. All right, I talked about those jimps. Really nice double stack of jimps. I appreciate that. I love jimps, so for me that is a win. That button is high enough up that I don't feel like when I grab onto this, I'm squeezing into it and worried about it. You know, if it was down lower or something, you can kind of catch it while you're gripping it. I wonder as a righty, yeah, the button definitely seems high enough. You're not really getting up to where that is to be worried about kind of squeezing it while you're doing some work, which is excellent. Obvious, huge Edyards lanyard hole right there. You could drive a truck through that hole right there, even on the smaller knife. All right, let's measure this thing out. Anybody have anything from LXV? Or is it LV, I wonder, or LXV? What would you say? Latama Victoriam. Rolls nicely. 7 1/4, so definitely a smaller knife. 3 1/4 approximately for the blade, with a 3 1/16 cutting surface, straight edge, and just under 4 1/8 for the handle. All right, okay. We have 0.11. Oh, started flashing right away this time. And that 0.11 carries all the way out to there before it tapers off. There's a little bit of a cut relief right there in those holes and that kind of triangular facet right there into the grind. Feels nice and slicey. 0.11 though. 0.5 for the handle and 0.64 with the clip. Thickest part back here, 0.9, 899, 77 there. Thickest part of the blade, 77. How many more are we going to get before this thing dies? It just keeps going. How many ago did it start? I feel like we've probably done 50 some videos or who knows. But that battery said it was going to die on me, and it just keeps telling me it's going to die on me. All right. 3.12. Nice little weight. Here's the Kaiser drop bear, 3.28, so just barely over the drop bear. 3.12, drop bear 3.28. It's definitely a little bit bigger. Here's my other Latama Victoriam. This is the Yuki, 4.58, definitely a little bit more of a pig on that one. So yeah, 3.12, nice light size, smaller knife. Boom. I really enjoy the design. I'll tell you that. So here is that Kaiser drop bear, kind of a staple from Kaiser. You can see the action on this. Their clutch lock is the best crossbar lock designed. Just works. Just is a perfect knife. 154 cm in my on my version right here. And it is a kind of a standard size. A lot of common knives for EDC are about that size. Good comparison. So handle is about the same on the Virtu. And the blade is just a little bit longer on the Virtu than on that drop bear. All right, we'll get out my Yuki. Yuki is also a button lock. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Yuki, definitely a larger offering, a little bit more full size, also titanium. And M390, I believe, on that blade. Handle is definitely 1/2 inch longer. Blade's probably almost a 1/2 inch longer as well. But if you haven't checked out anything from Latama Victoriam, they do have a couple other nice looking knives on the website right now. This one will be coming up pretty soon. They have an interesting style to them. Nice looking titanium. All right. And we've got it right here. I'm going to enjoy this for a couple of days before I have to pass it along. But I will kind of spend a day or so with it. I'm not going to really cut much or really do anything. It's brand new. I want to keep it in this shape before I send it along. But I can at least sit at home and kind of fidget with it and play around with it. Maybe cut a little piece of paper or something real simple. But wow, very impressed. I like everything about this. The action seems to be good. The size, the feel. I can flick that out if I want to. The button lock seems to be really smooth. And the shape of the handle feels good in the hand. And those jimps, I tell you, you set me up with some extra jimps. And I am smiling. There we have it. The Virtu by Latama Victoriam. Check one out. Available soon. Stay sharp. We'll see you later.